Welcome back to Halftime, or welcome to our YouTube channel, everybody. Chris with Warren Wilson with another player profile. This is Marley Fischer. Marley, thanks a lot for giving us some of your time here today.
Thanks for being here.
So tell us a little bit about you growing up. Where are you from?
I'm from Mountain Rest, South Carolina. It's a very mountainous region, so I had a 30-acre farm growing up where I was all over the place.
I went camping there or around that area this summer. I really enjoyed my time there.
It's a pretty small place. That's surprising.
Yeah, how many people live in that town?
Oh gosh, less than 2,000. Far less, yeah.
It was interesting camping there. I mean, I saw literally everything. I saw a bobcat. I saw turkeys just walking on the road, just like it was their road and just hanging. And it was a very cool experience. I really didn't know that aspect of South Carolina.
Yeah, it happens all the time that we see like bears across the pond and deer just hanging out in our garden, which is not that great. But it happens. It's cool to see.
So I grew up in a pretty big area in Cleveland, Ohio. So there's a metro area of about 3 million. You grew up in an area of around 2,000.
Yeah, we're just driving down.
Tell me a little bit about growing up in that environment. Did you enjoy it?
It was incredibly enjoyable. There was not much of a social life, which was different. I got really close with my 3 siblings, and we homeschooled, so I was at home a lot on our farm, just hanging out with my siblings and exploring in the woods.
Do you know how to farm a little bit, I would assume, then?
As far as gardening goes, yes, absolutely. And most of our education was experiential, so most of the time we spent homeschooling was in the garden.
That's very cool. So obviously coming to a school like Warren Wilson, that seems like a pretty natural fit then.
Absolutely. This has been the easiest transition, especially with soccer here to help out.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about your soccer background. Does Mountain Rest, do you have a high school, or how do you...
There's a city down the mountain, actually, where I went to high school, so I ended up playing there, and I played recreational soccer playing growing up. But yeah, definitely the high school team and club soccer.
I am so fearful right now for what this lawnmower is about to do to my equipment. There's a lawnmower on its way. This is all live, folks, by the way. This is all live. So let's get back on track here, Marley. So were there any other factors that came into you choosing Warren Wilson?
Absolutely. The triad, the work program. I'm on the wellness crew, and it's really interesting to be on a crew where you get to pick up skills outside of your academic classes, and I think it's really important to be in college not focusing solely on yourself, and Wilson definitely encourages that.
We don't get a chance to hear about the different work areas, so what is the wellness crew? What do you guys do?
So the wellness crew is what it sounds like. It's devoted to helping students stay well on campus, and if that means eating healthy or thinking positively or receiving massages, which is mainly what I do. So that's fun on away games, after games. Marley!
Talking about, it takes so much to be an athlete. You got to eat right. You got to be right in all aspects, mind, body, and digestive. I don't know if that's the right terminology for it, but that's what I went with.
Absolutely. And the cool thing about the wellness crew is our supervisor is Charlie Wright, the trainer down in DeVries. So he's very connected to all of us in many different ways, and he's helping to facilitate healthy diets and healthy lifestyles.
All right, Marley, we're going to let you go. Thanks a lot for giving us some of your time. Appreciate it. Marley Fischer, everybody.